What? It's crazy. It's crazy.
Yo. Pickasso. Here we go. I came to fuck the game till I bust behind me. Split personalities like Shutter Island. Sleeping on the kid, we gonna shut your eyelids. You reporting, resort into fucking violence. Y'all suckers whining, but the culture dying. Meanwhile, they're trying to subsidize it. Fuck a live show, y'all chumps is lying. I swear, the only time I'll ever open up is your bitch's pussy when I bust inside it. It's an animal kingdom, I'm a fucking lion. Y'all fucking lying, then trying to justify it. Flipping on you bitches like a fucking sidekick. For real, you need to stop talking. Non-stop bombs dropping like the hobgoblin. Everlasting bitch, I'm God-stopping. Shut up and listen while the boss talking. When I spit it straight, yo. Fire with the battle rhymes, I incinerate folks. When I rap, your pictures take notes. My verses on the wall like innovate quotes. Greatest of all time, a just a scapegoat. Legend in Detroit, bitch, Nicky Days Wolf. I could have you murked if I get to say so. Cause you can't fix your face if it ain't broke. Distinguish if it's myth or if it's a hoax. I kick insane flows that go on for mad long like interstate roads. I paved the way for you. I should have been a maid coach. They think I'm playing, but I ain't though. Stuck in them same old games like Saints Row. On another level like whenever the game rolled. Came to bring change like I'm playing arcade mode. Wanna go to Riddick like the last name Bo. Stay throwing them things to you days for KO. I bang like an 808 drum and bass flow insane, so there's nobody fucking with my stage show. I sculpt an image on the mic like Dave So. Blood like acrylic ink, I splatter on this page slow. Brushes with death, now I'm painting with brain strokes. I'm like Bob Ross and non-Hodgkin's in brain mode. Pickasso, bitches case closed. Anyone in the way gets flame throw. Bitches game over. Game over.
Game over. Bitches game over.
Game over. Battle rap over.
Yeah. You know what it is? It's God's gift.
And God's gifts to battle rap's manager.
So
And best bud.
Best buds.
We stick together like best buds.
The buddy system. Game over up. It's fucking
game over up. Game over up. So far, John John's got comment tonight.
Well, you know, push the game. We're gonna go up on the elevator. Stop it.
I like that bar.
Come on. Okay, let's get right.
No, hold on though. Hold on. Did you write down the bar he said before that?
Yeah, he had a whole scheme that was fire.
He's like, you took 3 L's in a row and said that shit. And he's like, the only L I take is the elevator up. Like,
no, that's not what he said.
Or whatever. It was something like that.
No, it wasn't like that.
It was.
It would have been better if he said that. He didn't say that. He said, "Hold on, I got it right here."
So I'm better than Mook.
Yeah, honestly, you could have worded that better. Well, Hitman went first, so maybe we should start with his round first.
All right, yeah.
So if you didn't see Hitman versus the Mook of murdering,
the Mook of murdering,
it's all right. Like the way people were talking about it, and I knew this was gonna be a all right battle. I knew it wasn't gonna be a classic. You know, I don't think this is a classic. I don't think this is one we're gonna go back to all the time. To me, this wasn't even like a Mook versus Tay-Rock. This wasn't even Mook versus Big K. Mook versus Big K was better than this, respectfully. I think.
I don't know, yo.
Maybe Mook was a little better in this battle, but a better battle.
Right.
Big K and Mook was a better battle.
I'll tell you right now, I will
battle.
go back and rewatch Mook's rounds on this battle.
Yeah, but not Hitman's.
No, not even close.
So that's not a class. You can't call a battle a classic.
I didn't. I never did.
I know, not. Then I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to the people that try to call this battle a classic. Not a thing.
Not a thing.
Classic. Never going back and rewatching Hitman's rounds at all. Right out the gate. So, and listen, I'm not gonna say Hitman is like ass. He can rap. Motherfucker can rap. He has great crowd control. I did like that. So, like, I'd say maybe 40 seconds, a minute in, I texted Social, said, bro, already with this crowd. I said, you got 3 words out and they won't shut the fuck up. I was glad to see they did shut the fuck up and like let him rap a little bit, which definitely benefits Hitman more when he can like just rap, like, you know, in the small room battles when he like against Goods and shit, when he can just like rap all the way through. That I feel like that's kind of where he shines more. He's more like a momentum
now when you say rap, right? I mean, he's not doing doubles, he's not doing metaphors, he's just flowing. He's just flowing.
And that was a great point. So I was watching his stream the other day, and I know a lot of people always say like, it's not just about the bar, it's performance and it's this and that. And I said, yeah, okay, but number one,
and that
what you're saying.
That's
and
what I was saying the whole time.
If it's someone that doesn't have good performance and shit, yeah, they could have the craziest like writtens on paper, but if they can't, like, oh, they have no flow, they have no charisma, then I said, then they're not rappers. They're readers of lyrics. They're good writers.
And we'll get into readers of lyrics.
Right. But to me, if you want to watch a performance battle, go watch a dance battle.
Right.
Go watch a You Got Served dance battle. To me, when I'm watching a battle rap, of course, the most important thing is what you're saying. Then come the intangibles.
There's no beat to save you, like,
right,
from mediocre bars,
like, don't get me wrong. There's the sauce, like adding the sauce on of, oh, you're great. You are good at performing. You are good at crowd control, all that shit. But to me, that's just the sauce. Okay. Right. Just like a pasta. It's like, you know, all the elements, all the ingredients. Obviously, if you're making like pasta, it's like, yeah, without sauce, it's not going to be as good without sauce. But if it's just sauce, then that's not pasta either. If it's
right. Nah, good point. Good point.
You know what I mean? Just the sauce ain't it either, dog.
Facts.
Sauce only matters when you can put it on what's already existing, and that would be the bars. Okay, so right into this first round by Hitman. Like I said, they're already and I'm like, oh my god, this crowd is fuck. He comes out the gate. And he's talking about, he disses Mook's dad. He's like, oh, I'll say you when you did my mad. And they're like, oh, Hitman already took the gloves off. He's like, nah, like OJ, because I never had the gloves on.
Right, OJ had the gloves on. That's why one was left at the scene of the crime.
Immediately, I said, that's a trash bar. What are you saying? OJ never had the gloves on. Apparently, he did, not only while committing the murder, had the gloves on.
In the courtroom.
But even in the courtroom, he had them on. He was just saying they didn't fit all the way. He still had them on. So what are you talking about? This is what we say, and I know people are like, that bar must have went over your head. Respectfully, no, I'm sorry.
It went under yours.
Literally. like you're lashing people telling me how daylight bars must have went over Pablo's. No, they didn't.
No, I was bombing on daylight the other night.
Motherfuckers just be like reaching to be like, this person's amazing. And it's like, if you break down what they're actually saying, it's ass. So he had I'm like, OJ never had the gloves on. Terrible.
By the way, they feel good enough because he put them on.
Exactly. So, and then right after that bar, Hitman has another one just like it, where he said, I'm going to put you in the ICU since you're known to perform better in empty rooms.
Right.
And I said, what is the double there?
there is
what's the like a perform like if you're saying doctors performing surgery, but you're not. You're saying him as the person in the hospital in the ICU. He's performing better. What do you like? What do you mean? He's performing better in the ICU. Like his body is functioning, like he's healing more. His body's performing better in the empty room.
It's because Hitman's just not that good of a writer, bro.
I know, but motherfuckers will say like, "Oh, that line's fire." What do you mean? But it's not because it. What's the famous saying? What is the other meaning?
And not only
have to.
Not only that, when you're crafting, when you have an angle, right, and you're creating this angle, there doesn't necessarily need to be double meaning if you execute the angle properly.
Right.
Which
but
Hitman
when you
was
say
not
a bar
doing.
like that, I always say that it doesn't need to be a double, but when you say the bar as if it has two meanings,
right,
the second one doesn't make sense. It don't make sense both ways. It's like, well, what the fuck? Why'd you even try to make it a double? You perform better in empty rooms like the ICU. Like either get a one, get a bar that fits.
Empty.
No, the ICU is never empty. What are you talking about? It's for intensive care unit. There's always multiple people in intensive care. What are you talking about? It's an entire wing. There's an entire wing of the hospital for intensive care. How is it empty? And and by the way, it could never be empty with a human in it. Even if you were the only human,
right,
still wouldn't be empty. And also, not just a human, it's got the hospital bed, it's got the IVs, it's got machines. So how the fuck, even if there was no humans in it, it's not an empty room because it's full of medical equipment and a TV and a hospital bed.
Yeah, and nurses and doctors.
Yeah, but and multiple patients. And ICU can never be an empty room, bro.
Yeah, my little T-pop hour, but B702, I agree, bro. Like when I watched the battle twice, the first time I watched it and listened, the second time I just listened. I literally laid here with my eyes shut and just listened to the battle, because I don't give a fuck about, like, I don't know, but I was happy with the Daniel salute. Happy Sunday, G. But I was happy with what I saw. Still, the highlight for me, I think, was Arsenal's first.
Yeah, I didn't get a chance. So I was at a wedding. I didn't really get a chance to watch.
Nah, I'm gonna send it to you.
I just watched this battle, and we're getting into it. Nitpickasso has entered the 100%. You already know what it is.
Salute to everyone in the chat, yo. Happy Sunday.
Well, it's just weird to me, like when motherfuckers are telling me, "Oh, you must not have caught it." When it's like, here's the thing: if I am a better writer than the person we're critiquing, then it's like that's when you know battle rap's in trouble, bro.
Yeah.
That's when in trouble. Like, come on, man. I shouldn't be better than all these people,
No.
Yeah, he had the the one of us, not one of us.
Hold up. Bruce, today's your birthday. Oh, that's right. Because I still have the fucking the picture from last year that I posted. Is it today though, the 13th? If it is, happy birthday, brother. I knew it was this month, but happy birthday. I hope you got some good shit to be smoking on. I'm sure you do.
Oh, that's crazy. I guess.
Yeah, I have the picture of like Bruce Lee like on the fucking 1s and 2s fucking, and it says happy birthday Bruce Lee and has his Cash App and shit. But Bruce,
so
put your Cash App in the chat. Hit this
he had the whole one of us, not one of us. You're old, you're just unk to us. He had the angle about him getting beat up. He said, "How's the face?" The face of battle rap nodded. I said it was all right. It was kind of cool. Even when he has like good angles, Hitman just doesn't execute angles very well.
Right.
And that's a theme throughout this battle. You'll see. This was like, I got the meaning. So here's a double that actually makes sense, but just doesn't hit very well. He said, oh, he told you, talking about retaliation on getting retaliation on Math. He said, oh, we should shoot. I would have shot in that barber shop like an Ice Cube production. He said, oh, he beat you up, and then Math made a podcast. He said, oh, T-Rex told you to get a hook or a hot 16, and you did a verse with him, like saying like a hook, like punch him or.
No, I get it.
It was all right. It makes sense, but it's not that great.
No, it wasn't good. I was like, bro, like when I heard him say that, my first thought was, I could have killed that angle.
Mm-hmm. Big K did a way better job.
Way better job
on that angle. I feel like do the math in your head. Like we've heard way better math bars to Mook. I feel like this one I didn't understand this at all, for real. He said something and off rip it was weird. He said, yo, they said it's gonna be a long night with Mook, and I say, hey, pause. I don't know, but then he goes, oh, he's known for this. He's like, that's part of Murda MO. Okay, then.
Yeah, that shit. I wanted to shut it off. Like,
because here's the thing: if you're gonna say someone's MO, someone's modus operandi, right? Someone's MO, you'd be like, oh, that's part of Murda's MO to do that. But what was the MO? He never explained what the MO was. He never said
what the MO was.
He's like, oh, he'd be doing this, and that's Murda MO. Okay, then. Like, where's the bar? You just spelled out his name in a shitty way, and there's no bar.
There's no bar.
So that was kind of whack. He did have he didn't want to pass the torch, so I lit him on fire, still holding it. That was all right, but we heard
I did like that one.
But we heard someone do that better when he said Real Deal. Real Deal said, you didn't pass the torch to Diz, he lit your face on fire with it.
Which I kind of feel like
Diz and Thesaurus. Like,
no offense to Real Deal, but like I kind of feel like you might have stole that from K Reno, because K Reno said, I wasn't trying to pass you the torch, I was trying to burn your hand with it.
Well, I mean, that was 13 years ago when Real Deal said that. So,
well, it was more than that when K Reno said it. It was 2008.
But so either way, this has been said a lot. The pass the torch, lit him on fire, still holding it. That was kind of meh. This one was kind of cool. This was like, for Hitman, like I think this is when Hitman is like doing his best, and it's not when he's trying to be super lyrical, and it's not when he's doing angles, really. It's so like kind of an angle where this line right here when he said, oh yeah, you could be the GOAT, I'm the person who owns the land that you run around on. Like, I thought that was cool. Like, that's I feel like that's when Hitman is like at his best, when he does shit like that.
I'll even say this, like, to me, because I never really been a fan of Hitman at all. So like, to me, the Hitman in this battle, even though it wasn't it for me at all, like, it's still one of the best Hitmans I might have seen. Like he's
good at like performing, and he's like polished in his delivery and has good crowd control and shit. It's just his lyrics are never that
they're never that good. And Pablo knows with me, like, when it comes songs or battles, lyrics are always they always come first. I don't give a fuck if you don't got, like, bro, lyricism to me is that's hip hop. That's the most fucking. And
so when he said this shit, right? So he gets into these little mini pockets, and they're like almost sound kind of cool while he's rapping it, but it's like
I didn't even say what I wanted to say real quick.
Fucking spit it out.
So Hitman, right? I would say maybe he wasn't at 100% this battle, but he was definitely at like 80% Hitman for Hitman capabilities, right? As far as like writing or whatever. And Mook was probably at a 60 and still smoked him.
Right. So when you were saying the first day, like, 8 out of 10, I was like, but to me, I know this isn't 100% Mook. So I'm like, even though he's still winning while not being at 100, I can't say it's like an 8 out of 10 if I know Mook could do better. I
did give him an 8 out of 10, but we'll talk about that.
Yeah. So another super reach setup from Hitman. He says, he's doing this whole setup punch where from a mile away, you know, he's gonna say connect the dots because he's like, oh, you and then Rex gets shot and next you pops, and he's like, it will depress the cops, bro. If your setup is it will depress the cops, like the cops are gonna be so depressed trying to figure out this murder. He's like, I'll give y'all a hint. Connect the dot. So you're inferring that you're actually gonna cooperate with police by saying, oh, I'll talk to him, but just a little bit, just a wee bit that I'll talk to police. I'll give him a hint. And he said, I'm going to depress the cops, but I'll give him a hint. Connect the dots. Like, bro, that's an ass bar and a trash setup. Who the fuck says depress the cops? Like,
right.
It don't even make sense. I love bad setups like that. Like, that's like one of the only things that keeps me watching battle rap is just to hear what trash setup someone's going to use next. By the way, Ill Will, probably one of the goats of terrible setums. You'll never change my mind on that. Then you get to the end of Hitman's
I have a question though.
Yes.
For the chat. Because I asked this last night and nobody would give me an answer. For anyone who watched the battle, who did y'all have winning and what rounds and 2-1, 3-0, like what?
There's not even a debate.
Some people are.
Nah, they're bugging. If they
I
said
know, but I
Hitman won
just
this
want to
battle,
know.
then respectfully, go
Listen,
kick
this is
off.
my channel. I'm on the left
I don't give a
side.
fuck, bro.
Pablo's just taking over.
Who is trying to say Hitman won this battle? Like,
I set this live, and Pablo was like, "Oh, I'll pull up and we'll break it down together." I was like, "All right, word. Watch the battle and we'll do it." And because of course I'd rather have Pablo up here, but if he's gonna just take over the show, I'm just gonna kick him off the show.
Yeah, I'll go start my own live.
You fucking dick.
No, who the fuck is saying Hitman won this battle? Like, respect.
No.
What rounds? What rounds?
All right, maybe that's what I want to know. And also, like, do any of y'all think that it was close? You know. All right, continue.
I don't think a single round was close. I'll tell you why. Everything else from the OJ never had gloves on doesn't make sense. Perform better in empty rooms doesn't make sense. The hook or hot 16 made sense. Wasn't that great of a bar. Murder's MO okay then. Terrible. Pass the torch. Lit you on fire. Still holding it. Heard it before. You're the goat. I own the lane you run around on. That was pretty cool. Not like a 10 out of 10. It was like a 7 out of 10.
It was all right.
Kind of run. Depress the cops. Terrible setup. Connect the dots. Heard it before. The lights cut. He said, oh, I'm a performer. Everyone knows I perform. So now he's like, cut the light. And then they had the lights shut off. So it's like, oh, you had the people running the venue on your side. Also, by the way, seen it done in battles before. Also,
we've seen it done. And not only that, like, he did it just to say, like, look how my jewelry shine. And his jewelry wasn't really shining.
Not only was the jewelry not shining, but you're going to have this whole setup where you're going to say, oh, they said this battle's bars versus performance. So guess what? I'll have them cut the lights. And then it goes off. You're like, oh, shit. Waiting for some big haymaker to land. And the bar is, but my jewelry's still glistening, and it's not. You can't see the jewelry.
You can't.
But even if it was, that's the haymaker. You had them shut the lights off. So he had to go to the people at the venue and go, hey, when I say this bar, get ready to turn the lights off in the fuse box. And you did all that for a not even a mediocre. It was a nothing. It was a nothing burger of a fucking punchline that you did all that to set up. And like I said, we've seen the lights cut out. And we've seen it done way better.
I've seen it live when Joe
talking about the Genesis bar and shit. Like,
yeah, when Joe and I had the Genesis bar, but bro, like
Shoddy Harbors and S. Lee's, like, don't think about it twice when I out your lights and the lights cut out. Like, we've seen
the Joe and I shit. This is real shit. This was at the Middle East in Cambridge, and I was there, and he was battling Danny, and bro, when the lights cut out, like, I could see it in his face, like, that he wasn't expecting, and him and everyone else confirmed that the lights just went out.
Yeah, it wasn't planned. So that's what I'm saying. He planned for the lights to shut off, and he still didn't have a better bar. We've seen it accidentally happen and be way better of a moment. That's my point.
Yeah.
So, I mean, that's pretty much the end of the round. He does the light shut off shit. So, overall, I called this round like a 5 out of 10. I think that's actually being kind of generous. Like you said, he can rap. He's got good delivery.
I watched the Canelo fight before Mook versus Hitman because I didn't get that till this morning. But I was just watching the event till the fight, and I ended up watching the fight after my live. But yeah, man, this card was not it. But guys,
so what would you give Hitman's first round?
I would give Hitman's first round like the same as you, about a 3.
A 3? I said a 5. I thought I was being generous by saying.
Oh no.
I'm I was leaning more towards like a 4 to be real, but I felt like he's being generous.
Yeah, I would give it a 4 because he did have some shit. I remember even like not that far into his first round, like a minute in. I don't remember the bar, but I was like, I kind of like that.
He had a lot of like meh punch out. Like I said, like if I shoot in the barbershop, it ain't an Ice Cube production. It's like, so if you're a murderer, and if Hitman is he had a lot of those. Like Hitman's known for murder, and if murder and a Hitman is in it, it's like there was a lot of those type of bars. So, but he's a good rapper and he's got good presence and shit. So I said overall, the fact the crowd like let him rap, it wasn't like painful to sit through the first. So
no, it wasn't
like a 5, but realistically, it's probably like more like a 4 out of 10.
And I knew it was over. Like I knew it was over. And then Mook spit his first 8 bars. And I said,
8 bars. I said, oh yeah, Mook's probably got this round. And he started off pretty good too. He's like, all that woofing. Bitch, I'm the vet that domesticated you. He said, set the table. I'm the A, you the B side. So let's put that on the record player.
Bro.
But then he had
a whole nother scheme after that. I can't remember the scheme, but like the way I had to run it back like 3 times because I was fucking. I'm sure you have it written down, but.
Well, I don't write all of it. But this is the bar you're talking about, the 3L. So I did like this. He said, you've been losing a lot lately. Taking 3 L's, you better learn a lesson later. I was like, okay, that was kind of cool. Yeah. Then he says, it's like, oh, how you get to the top? Well, I'm the elevator. I said, no,
but before that, he said something about see how I used like the 5 fingers on my hand to prove this point. It's something like that. And then that's when he said that. So the only L I'm taking is the elevate. Like that was how it was.
I don't think he said that though.
I'm telling you, dog. I watched it twice.
I don't know, maybe. Well, here's the thing. He repeated that bar, and when he repeated it, I don't think he said that part.
Oh, maybe when he repeated it, he didn't. But he definitely.
I wrote it down as he said it. I don't.
Maybe he didn't say it as good as how I just said it, but like.
No, he did it. That's what I'm saying. I said you made it sound better.
But he still did say like because he named 5 things, and that's why he said like, see, I could count on 5 hand. I could count on 1 hand. You know what I mean? And then went into the elevator.
I know, but what is that? 3 L's. The only L I took is because I'm the elevator. Come on, man. That's not that far. That's kind of trash. I like the rest of it.
I gotta disagree.
No, I liked the rest of that scheme. The vet domesticated, set the table. I'm the A, you the B side, set the record play. You've been losing a lot lately. There's 3 L's. You're gonna learn a lesson later. That shit was fire. The elevator, nah. I did like.
He is the elevator. He's the one who fucking.
All right, bro. If someone else said that same line, if Hitman said that, you would have been like, man.
I don't know, yo. I don't know.
I
don't know.
He did say, what the fuck was he said? You're talking to your mentor when you. I liked this line. So he said, I checked the metadata. He said, oh, you got your jewelry swiped, right? I checked the metadata. You a pretender.
Right. That was fire.
No. Swipe right, metadata, swipe right, pretender.
Pretender.
I liked it. I liked it the way he put that together. You got your jewelry swiped, right? No, I checked the metadata. You a pretender. Pretender metadata. Yeah. You got swipe right. I was like, okay, that was kind of cool. He said, if you're talking to your mentor, don't have dementia. He said something. Yeah, you had a good tenure, but He's like, I birthed you, bitch. I have the picture of your placenta. That was kind of cool.
Yo, no, that's the scheme I'm talking about, because he keeps going and then says like, I had you adopted, URL adopted you. And fuck it, that whole shit was
the stuff he goes into after.
Bro.
He said something. He
and
said,
I feel like a lot of people didn't catch the connection because it was like a 6 to 8 bar scheme, and like, and I just don't feel like a lot of people stayed with it. But if you were able to follow that shit, bro, I ran it back 3 times just because of how fire it was.
Yeah, no, I liked it that, but all the way up from the
like, I birthed you, but then I URL adopted you.
He said they were their father figure. He said, you know, it smack you were like
you had to
baby
get smacked
crying,
to holla.
But yeah, I took a smack to make you holla. Like,
bro, that was fucking. I don't give a fuck. That's a 10 out of 10 fucking scheme right there. I love that shit.
Yeah. The way he put that together was kind of dope. I did like the your arch rival, you get Dun Foul, Dun Foul, Kung Lao shit. That was kind of cool.
It was cool, but it's like, to me, like, Kung Lao with the hat bars, like, but again, Mook does it kind of like you, where like if he uses a bar that's been used mad times, like the Bruh Man from the 5th Floor bar he had, like, he makes sure he does it in a way that's fucking better than anyone else has done.
I don't want to hear it all, especially Bra Man bars.
No, I get it. It's the same as a defeat bar. I get it.
I did like, he said, yo, you hit man.
Rum Nitty had a fucking Taken bar in 2025.
He said you hit man from the Nick Cannon show. That was kind of fire.
That was fire.
How long I sat in the throne, so the cashmerely a bonus. That was kind of dope. Sat in cashmere.
Yep.
He said, you a home attendant to this old shit. A home attendant.
Fire.
You know, they're for the old people. I don't know what this was. He said, you tight pussy, you been on my dick. I said, hey,
okay, so you're. I'll tell you the double mean. What's the other?
Yeah, I know.
You're a tight pussy, so you bend on my dick. You know what I mean? The pussy's tight, so.
I know, but it just sounds crazy.
I get it. It's pause, like whatever, but like there was a double meaning there. I'm not saying it was a good bar. But
I did like so here's where he killed him, right? So I'd say the first like half of the first round, he's killing him, is like a 7 out of 10 to me. Absolutely destroying Hitman. He gets to, so right around here is the tight pussy, you bend on my dick. He does hit like a little lull in this round. That's an AO quotable. That's a quotable pause bar. He does hit a little lull, I feel like, for like a good minute and a half. I have nothing written down from this section. I feel like he was just like rapping. Not a lot of it was like hitting for me, not compared to the first half of the round. He was really killing it.
But again, I think that was him just like, okay, I did the personals, I did this shit. Now I'm gonna show you I can rap better than you, and like then I'll get back into, and then in the end.
But he did that with the impress, so he could have took this whole minute out. Absolutely.
No, I agree. But
and that's what's holding it back from me from being like a solid 7.5, 8 out of 10. Is there's this whole like minute and a half of unnecessary material where nothing's landing for me. Then he gets to the Hitman impression, absolutely destroys him with this impression.
Absolutely.
It's 100% what Hitman does. He sounds,
and the remix was fire.
Yeah. Well, so okay. He does get to this part where he's like, you know, he's doing the Hitman, you know, he's like, and he's doing it perfectly, right? Like, and to me, takes all the wind out of the sails of Hitman, because that's exactly what Hitman's first just sounded like.
Yes.
So absolutely is destroying him with the impression. Then he starts doing, he's like, basically, you know, you can't teach an old dog new tricks, but he's like kind of doing it different. He's like, he's like, yo, that shit's been old since 06. He's like, you just doing this old shit. You just remixing this old shit. And he's like doing the remix. But I felt like literally just if you change the words like a little bit, right? It's like, yo, can't teach the new dog old tricks. He been doing the same shit since 06. Same shit since 06. Oh man, that's just me remixing his old shit or something.
Right.
No, if he did it like that, that would have hit so much harder for me.
I
if
know.
he just literally said that.
I agree.
Like 2 words. And then he gets into the like you said, the brown man from the 5th floor. Like I was like, come on, man. The way he set it up, fire.
The setup for it was fire,
and it being a brown man, I was like,
but it was
right. Like,
the best setup for that.
It was. So I didn't take points away from it being played out, but it wasn't like I'm not giving you points either because it's so played out.
Right.
Then he said, he said something. I'll put the mon to your back, like monitor, like the computer. He's like, he's like, yo, so you put the mon to your back, like monitor, mon to you. Like I was like, nah, I don't know about that one.
Yeah.
Then he ends it. So there's like another little lull in between. There's like another minute where not a lot is like hitting for me. But then he ends it with the
they're comparing
30,
the numbers.
30, and he's like, yeah, he's like 765. I got a 762, 223, 30,
well,
30.
He said he's not right. But he says like he's like, you want to talk about views and money and this. Well, and then he goes into all these different guns. He's like, I just show you the fucking what mine is like that, bro. That to me,
like you want to talk numbers to me type shit. Like here's
that
my numbers.
Shit was crazy, yo.
Yeah, no,
chat,
that was a dope closer. That was a dope closer.
Chat,
but I just felt like there was.
How do y'all feel about that?
I felt like for how he started, if he stayed at that trajectory the whole time, that could have been like an 8 or 9 out of 10 round. But he
now, what I'll say to you about that is
the second half fell off.
If he did,
bit.
Hold up though. If he didn't have that, if he didn't have that closer and his closer was lackluster, like that minute and a half lull you're talking about, then I can understand. But because of the closer, I gotta give that round an 8 out of 10.
I know, but you can't. Just because you start great and have a one good ender, that doesn't make up for 2.5 minutes of man to me.
It wasn't
just having one.
It
good,
wasn't 2.5
and the closer.
Minutes.
It isn't. It felt like it. It really
it was
felt
like 3 minutes. It was like 3 minutes of fire, like maybe a minute and a half of a lull, and then that closer.
Yeah, I think not, because there was a lull before the impression and then another lull after the impression before you got.
All right, so we agree to disagree. I give it an 8 out of 10.
And the closer I like.
And you know me, I'm super critical with battle
I don't
rappers.
think that closer was so amazing that it makes up for the lull, and it's like 8 out of 10 round overall.
Bro, name one other person that's battled Hitman Holla that was able to flip him, because every battle Hitman Holla talks about his numbers. And no one ever is able to fucking combat it.
Will. Goods. I don't even like Goods, but he did a good job of that too, though.
Yeah, well, but I don't know.
I'm just saying. You asked me a question. I'm just saying.
No, and I hear you, and I agree with you. Those were both great, but I just still feel like the way Mook did it was.
No, I like the way he did. I'm just saying the one line in itself. To me, one line doesn't like make like. You know what I mean? Make or break a round.
So what do you give that round?
I was going to say, like, I had it like a 7.5 the first half. Then he had the couple lulls. I was like, yo, this is dipping down to like a 6-ish. He hit the impression. Really liked the impression. I feel like that negated everything Hitman did in the first. So I said I bumped it back up to like a 7.5. Kind of hit another lull. Like I said, the Brahman, I was like, really? I didn't take points away because I liked the setup. So it was still floating around like a 7 point. But then I felt like he hit another little low, and I was like, it's dipping back down again. But I did like the closer. So I called it like a 6.5.
Damn, that's wild. 6.5 is crazy.
Out of 10, to me, a 10.
No, I hear you. A 10 is like
I think we've only seen like 5. We've only ever seen like 5, 10 out of 10 rounds in battle rap. That's the way I'm looking at it.
I know, like Ilmax there,
like Ilmax, like Bender, like Pat Stay. Like there's been a few 10 out of 10 rounds.
I hear you.
So if we're keeping it at a fixed scale and not just going off of recency bias, just because recently everyone's been trash and it's like, oh, this is better than we normally get recently. To me, it's a fixed scale, and 10 means out of this fucking world, absolutely insane. How the fuck did they even think of that type of shit?
Well, there was a lot of moments like that in Mook's first for me.
I wouldn't say a lot. I like some of the writing. I like the angles. I think he did what he intended to do in the round. But like I'm saying, some of the lulls, like to me, a 10 out of 10 would be make it a perfect round.
I didn't give it
and
a 10 out of 10.
No, I know. But 8 is like edging its way up there. So I would say it had the potential to be like a 9. But he had the lulls in there.
But a 6.5 is.
I mean,
watch it again, and you'll have it at least.
No, I feel like I feel like a 7's fair. A 7's fair. I think what I was going off of while I'm watching.
I would even go as far as to say, okay, maybe a 7.5.
No, that's fair. I feel like it's because while I'm watching it, I think the way he started out the gate with those first couple bars, it just set this expectation I had where he was going to maintain that the whole round.
He set the bar too high with
then to me, some of it was just unnecessary. Like he could have took some of that out and it would have made the round stronger to me. That's why sometimes going like rapping longer sometimes isn't a good idea. You know what I mean?
Right.
I really feel like there was like a good minute and 15 seconds of stuff he literally just could have took out of that round, and I would be giving it like a 7.5 or 8.
But you know what I think is, I think that because the rounds for the whole event were like 2-minute rounds, and I think these rounds are probably like 3-minute rounds, but I think he assumed Hitman was gonna rap longer.
Right. So his first was definitely like 4.5 or something. I mean, the battle's an hour long. So
yeah. Mostly
yeah,
because
I think I think 3:30, 4 minutes, especially with how he started. If he just maintained that trajectory for a good 3 minutes, 30 seconds, I would be calling it 8 out of 10. But I think a 7's fair. I think that's just while it was happening. I think the expectations he set out the gate, and then the little lulls, I was like, "Are you kidding?" I'm like, "Oh, now this is like about a 6." Like maybe I was taking a little too much points away. It's not that he said something so whack.
Just rewatch it.
It's just there was like a good little section where nothing was hitting for me, and I was like, "Why is this even here? Like you started the round so good, why is this part even in the?" So I'll call the first round a 7 out of 10, and I gave Hitman's first like a 4 out of 10. So that's what I'm saying. If Hitman's is like a 4, I guess that would be like a 7. But I think it's pretty clear. I think Mook clearly gets the first.
I got 4 and a 7.5.
Hitman had some good flows, but Mook just had way more potent material. He angled better, and he even did the impression, and he did what Hitman does just as well as Hitman does it. So I feel like that round's kind of no debate. I don't see how anyone could give Hitman this first, to be honest. I'd love to hear the argument for how you could even try to give Hitman that round. So then going into the second, Hitman, kind of a weird angle he takes here. He says, is it go? Everyone's saying he's out of my league, but he don't got a league. Like, I don't get what you're saying there. I
know, and you
what does that mean?
J too,
so you have to run your own league to be considered like a GOAT and battle. Like I don't know. That was just weird to me. This is where he says, they said it's gonna be a long night with Mook. I said, I agree, it's gonna be a long night with Murda. And I said, hey yo, a long night with a Mook is crazy, dog. Having a long night with a Mook is fucking insane. Then he's like, this was like all right and had potential. So he's talking about remember Summer Madness 2? Mook asked for 20 grand to battle, and he said, hey, you might have got that 21st, but I got the 21st century. I don't know what that means.
Yeah, well,
like, what's the other meaning there?
Yeah, I don't.
You got the 21st century? What does that mean?
He's saying I'm more popular currently, and you're old.
I guess so. Is there two meanings to that though, or not?
No, and the way he said it wasn't like clear enough to. Like,
no, You're talking about money, and you say, yeah, you might have got that 20, like the 20 grand first. You might have got that 20 first, but I've got the 21st century. I'm like, that's not how you do a setup punch. Like a coherent. What the fuck does one have to do with the other? What does one have to do with the other? You're talking about money, and then you moved on to centuries. And I get people gonna say cent because it's cents and it's money. Money like cent. No, cent just means 100. Okay. Yeah. 21st cent. Hurry. Oh, that's hilarious. So off rip, Hitman's not off to a good start in the second round. To me, is a lot of it's like, bro, what are you talking about? He has this liquor scheme that is just not good, bro. He's talking about, he's like, yo, what the fuck did he say? He said something about if he wants to go to liquor war. He's like, but he couldn't handle a liquor war. I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? A lick or war? What? Or something? And then he said, yo, I got a 1942. I'll open my own liquor store. Fucking terrible.
That was fucking terrible.
And then he's talking about
you're gonna open your own liquor store with one bottle in 1942,
right? And just like, oh, I got a 1942. So you're saying, oh, these guns? I got so many guns. I'll open a liquor store.
what's a 19 and what's a 42?
I don't know. A 1911, I guess. Like
But see, here's the thing: when these battle rappers write this shit, I don't feel like they actually do their research and find out if it's a real gun. They just use numbers because most people are just gonna go along with it.
I just assume he meant a 1911, like M and M 1911.
Probably like that. That's what I would assume too. But I don't know if he knows.
I've never heard anyone call a gun a 19. No,
that's what I'm saying. So I don't think he knows that.
And to just say it like, I got a 1942. 42. Like a Glock 42.
Right. No, he's saying like a Glock 40 also. Like.
No, I know. But I'm saying.
But yeah,
but also a G42. So that's a 380. That's
right.
Just like the name. So I don't know. Just name a 1911 and a Glock 42.
There is a Glock 19. That's true.
Yeah.
There is a Glock 19.
Okay, so I think he does. I think he says at the beginning of the line something about, he's like, oh, fucking liquor wars. He says something about Glocks. I got a 1942.
But what does that got to do with liquor wars?
I don't know. I guess
stores?
Just guns and liquor go together like peanut butter and jelly, I guess. I don't know. I don't know the correlations, bro.
That's funny too.
But then he has this bar, which ironically I thought this was like the best liquor bar he had. He said something. The setup was crazy. It took forever to get there. He said something like something, he's like, fucking blood your neck, a throttle. There's like something Rex, whatever, the next model or something. He's like, yo, yeah, I would kill you for my flag, but let's put what I rep aside though. Like what I rep aside though, reposado. It's like a tequila or something. I was like, that was all right. For him,
like that.
For a liquor bar, like making fun of the whiskey business, put what I rep aside. I was like, all right, but then
no, I don't like that because I don't like the angle. Period.
No, I don't like it either. I'm saying I'll put what I rep aside though. Like, why would you do that? It's gonna make sense. But then he says,
right?
Oh, your blood on my shoes. And he doesn't say it's what he's like, I smear off. Like, and we've heard that before. He's like, your blood, I smear off.
Yep.
Which is like, don't even make sense. Not smear off, smear off. You get smeared off the map. It's a terrible way. So we've heard it before, and it's ass. And he didn't even say smear off. He says, your blood is what something I used to smear it off.
Right.
He says smear it off, which is not smearing off. Now you've added words onto it. And then, so on top of the schmear it off, then he has a something, your top like 1800. Like, bro, how many fucking times have we heard the 1800?
I know.
Jesus, bro. And people
this
like,
is why I can't watch battle rap. I said it
So-
last night. After this shit, the only battle I will ever watch, and it probably won't even happen, is Ilmac versus Lux. Other than that, I don't give a fuck who's battling.
Bro, if you weren't gonna do this live, I probably wouldn't have watched this battle.
I know.
So then he says, after the 1800, which you heard a million times, he says, "Oh, y'all saying he got a clear head?" Which I said, "Ayo, pause, bruh."
Yeah.
So then he starts talking about, "Oh, clear." You're saying he clear-headed, like he's sober now.
Yeah.
He's like, "What the fuck is someone being sober now to someone who's been sober his whole life?" He's like, "Mook fans are borderline bias, like Mexico." Borderline bias.
Yeah, that's terrible.
Bias, like, okay.
Then
that's
he fucking terrible.
Then he's talking about he's big dog and shit. And he said, "Yo, how we gonna talk pink slips with someone when that's my title? He got nothing to show for it."
Bro, I remember thinking, how many times have we heard this shit?
Right, but also he said show for, not chauffeur.
Right,
it's not chauffeur. Right, so he says pinks, and how you gonna say the pink slips? That's my title.
Right,
I'm the title of the pink slip guy. What? How do you have the? Yes, everyone. I am the.
What's your job title? Pink slips.
I am pink slip man. So he said pink slips. That's my title, and you've got nothing to show for it. Chauffeur. You could have just said show for it, but that wouldn't rhyme. So we had to say show for.
Right. Because he's not a writer, bro.
It's not his chauffeur, it's a chauffeur. Okay. Then he gets in this little pocket, which is actually made worse by Mook's impression of Hitman in the round right before this. He starts to get into this little pocket and he's like, "You ain't shit to me. I move invincibly. I'm true instinctively," or something. Like, I don't know what he's actually saying, but that's pretty much the flow he gets on. He's like, "Man, you ain't shit to me. I move invincibly. I'm true instinctively. You're a shitty human being," or whatever the fuck. I don't have anything else written down from this round. Not a good round. Hitman second is Basura. I'd say it's like generous to call this a 3.5 out of 10 for a round. I think it's actually very generous here.
I'm giving it a 3.
Yeah, I had it at a 2 originally.
Yeah, that was the original number I was thinking.
He's like, he can rap.
But that second round was not good.
But not it, bro. He wasn't saying a goddamn thing in that round. The fucking whiskey business angle he tried to take. The rep asado was what I smear it off. Like, he had all these reaches that were not good. So I'd say 3.5 out of 10.
Yeah. I don't want to be here all night, so let's.
No, I know. So going into Moose second, we're halfway through. Second, he said something. Talking about they hold you up. They hold me to a different standard. He said, I'm the one who put you on this blue marble. You take it for granted.
That would take it for granted. That shit was fire.
Right. We've heard like similar stuff, but it's like Mook has a way of doing shit where, like, even if it's like a similar bar, it's like while he's angling the person, so it's still
because he makes it direct to his opponent,
right?
So it doesn't matter if it's been said before because he's saying it better and in a different way and angling it to the opponent.
Yeah, he had something where you are rated. Then he was talking about he had this whole like NWA scheme and shit too. He said IC easy, like ICE, like Ice Cube. He said IC easy. Talking about you see the doctor. He's like, turn your DBs down a notch. he said, "What's Hitman to Ip Man?" I kind of liked that.
I like that.
Cool. Yeah. He's like, "You was on the microscope for them, but I was a microscope for them to see you. You were a beetle type of shit." That was I liked that. I did not like this. He said something, the Holocaust. What's it for Holocaust? It was my plate you ate off.
Well, we're tired of hearing the Holocaust.
I know. So it's like, what, did you not see that it was my plate that he ate off? If Hitler's,
John did it better at Summer Madness too. He said, when we find out how much the Jews on Holocaust, like that.
Right. We've heard it. I didn't like the Holocaust ate off shit. I was like, whatever. But I did. Then he got into this little pocket. He was flowing. He's like, something he had that whole, kickstand, something like the wristband, fucking, he had that whole flow. I kind of liked that when he was on that. Here's what I like. So about halfway through the second, I was also feeling, I was like, this is not as strong as Mook's first. He had some alright moments, some good flows, but I was thinking bar for bar, it's not as strong as his first was. Then he gets into the show off angle, and I really like what he was doing here.
Yeah.
He said, "Oh, show off jumps in." He said, "Yo, show relax. Yo, show relax. Yo, show relax. Bitch, all you ever did was hold him back."
Facts.
That was fire. To me, that might have been one of the best lines of the battle. And that's what I always like to say is, like, sometimes it's not all about triple entendres. And that's what Hitman needs to take notice of is, like, to me, one of the better lines he has is, if you the goat, I'm the dude who owns the land you run around on. That's not like a crazy triple entendre, super lyrical. It's just like, sometimes it's just a way you say something that's so straightforward. Doesn't always need to be a double. And that's what, so relax, bitch, all you ever did was hold him back. Like, to me, that shit hit so hard. And it's like, those two are like standout moments from the battle for me. And they're not like double entendres. They're just, they're angles that hit because of the way you worded it, I really like the way he was doing that. It's like, oh, all you ever did was hold him back. He's like, yo, why? Then he's saying, like, bro, show off was just singing, asking people for money. He said he asked P for 500. He was asking this dude for money. He's like, so why aren't you taking care of your brother? He's like, yo, he's asking people for money. He said, you paid and full of shit. I liked it that. Because then he's like, he's like, your brother's supposed to be rich. That shit was fire to me. You paid and full of shit. I was like, yo, your brother's supposed to be rich. That was dope. But then he ends it with this whole, you'll be impaired in one ear. We beat him half to death. Like, man, all right. I wasn't that big of a fan of that line. So overall, I'd say second round for Mook is probably like a 5 out of 10 for real. Had some good moments. Had some.
Maze had a bar like that. Like,
that's what I'm saying. Like, some of it was like really like the show off angle, what he was doing there. I like the hold me to a different standard, the microscope, a microscope for them to see you. You a beetle.
I give it a 6.
Yeah, I'd say like 5.5.
Yeah.
So far, clearly 2-0 for Mook going in. Clear as day. Hitman's second, not good at all. And while Mook's second wasn't as good as his first, still was enough in there to show levels. So Mook ends his second, and Hitman immediately starts saying, he's like, no, I got that round. I got that round. Like, and I'm
said that.
I'm laughing like, bro, how on earth do you think you won that round? His second was fucking terrible. But he's like, I absolutely won that round. I'm like, okay, Hitman, you're bugging.
Yeah.
So Hitman starts his third. And
now, can I say something?
Yeah, go ahead.
So when Hitman pulls out the paperwork, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now these are supposedly documents. Now normally the battler would print out enough to throw a bunch into the crowd, right?
Right.
So he didn't do that because because what he did was he took the information that he had and he put it into bar form on these papers to make them look like actual documents to the blind eye, and he was reading his bars.
So that's actually a good point. You know, we always get on people for reading in battles, like in virtual and shit, but this motherfucker literally was reading off paper saying, it says here that it says that you, and also we talk about if you're gonna do an angle, you can't just state you did this.
Right.
That's not a bar. Literally. You can't just say social, you fell down.
Right.
Like that's not a bar. You're just stating something. You gotta put it together in a way where, so I gotta be real. When he started it,
A-fan, you farted.
Like when he started, I was like, oh shit, because he's talking about skeletons in his closet.
And
like,
I knew what was coming because we've heard this.
We knew what the angle was gonna be. But the way he set it up, I'm like, oh shit, like he's the type of person where it's like he's not great at angles, but he has a good delivery and shit and crowd control. So while he's setting it up, it's like I'm thinking there's gonna be something to this. But then he says, oh, I saw a study for the body. I'm an osteologist. I said, bro, stop it.
Yeah.
And then, you know, he gets to the grape story. He's like, oh, we're going to get into it. You did to that white girl. I said, yikes. Yikes. Yep. And then he's like, I'm going to go on my Twitter right now and post it and shit. And so, like you said, he should have printed out copies and handed it around. But I guess people would have said, oh, you took that from Big K. So he tries to.
It doesn't matter, yo. Like, people did it before Big K.
I don't hate the approach of I'm gonna post this on my social media, but the thing is,
bro,
for the live crowd,
people did that way before Big K.
I know they did, but also for the live crowd, what do you want them to do? Pull out their phones and go look up your Twitter while you're battling? Like,
right?
It hits more for the people at home, I guess, or the rewatch. But I just didn't like how.
That's why you do both. You throw the shit in the crowd and post it on your Instagram.
The way he set it up. I said, oh, shit. Any minute. I said, who are you going to take this angle? He said, so in my head, I start coaching him.
Right.
That's a Hitman bar for those that don't know.
Now, if I'm not mistaken,
mm-hmm.
Back when this shit first got talked about Mook and the grape situation in college, like
mm-hmm.
it got debunked because it just was a crazy fucking white bitch that was in love with him, and he was, you know, she just.
As far as I know, so I wasn't a fan of that angle that much, but then.
But if it is true, fuck Mook. But
yeah, fuck Mook 100%. But
I believe it was proven that it was not true.
What about the other angle though that he gets into about not just the dirty house, saying the domestic calls to his house?
Right.
Then he said, but here's the thing. The angles themselves, if I have those angles on someone, I'm gonna kill them with them.
Bro, I know, that's what I'm saying.
And like the content of what Hitman is talking about in the third should be like so powerful, but none of it is hitting for me at all. Not a single line is hitting.
The whole time I was thinking, if I had these angles versus somebody, it would be fucking over.
But here's the thing, an angle is only as good as its execution.
That's what I'm saying.
And Hitman's execution of these angles was fucking terrible.
Yes.
Terrible. Bro, you're accusing this man of grape. You're saying all this fucking white girl said this about him. He said there's a chick at his apartment that filed sexual harassment charges on him. And then he's talking about the cops have been called because he was beating his girl, but then
and his daughter on Christmas.
You beat his daughter on Christmas Day, but the way he said it is he just said the cops came there because you beat your daughter on Christmas Day.
And let me ask y'all,
you're a rapper. Put it together in a way. Like what? The fuck? You can't just say that's what happened. And if it's true, fuck Mook for that. He's a piece of shit.
Right.
But you don't automatically win around in a battle
just because you say it.
Saying that.
Right.
And all that ammo
you're
and
not
no
producing
headshot.
any proof.
Facts,
all that ammo and no headshots.
To me,
Facts.
this was Hitman's weakest round of the battle when it should have been the strongest round of the battle from either one of them.
Yeah.
From either one of them. Because as far as I know, Mook didn't have a nuclear level angle on Hitman like this.
No.
But he killed him with the angles he did have. If Mook had those angles, he would have killed Hitman with that.
Yo, Mook would have fucking... Come on.
I don't understand. Y'all are fucking battle rappers. You have all this information on someone. You can't think of a bar for it? The fuck, man? Like, yo, how about, you want all this talk about murder, but when it comes to your household, it's the domestic that's, that's gonna get hit or something. Like talking about his kids. Like,
right.
Well, you could, like, I could fucking think of a bar off the top of my head.
Like the only gift you gave your kid on the only Christmas gift you gave your kid was a vicious
his arm getting wrapped in bandages. It's not like literally, like, yo, you beat your kid on Christmas. Like, I guess the only gift that was getting wrapped was his arm that you broke or some shit. Like,
right, that
you could have had any, but that's just literally off the top of my head this instant. How do you not think of bars with ammo like that? I just don't understand. You're a fucking battle rapper. Be more creative. The fuck, man? People think just saying something makes you win. And to me, this fucking third round was awful. Absolutely dreadful. I wrote down 2 out of 10, which is like, I mean, maybe it's like a 3, but like he just.
No, I'll give it a 2, and only because, well, not, you know what? I give him a 0 because he was reading.
Right. Like I feel like I'm being I literally feel like I'm reaching to try to give him some sort of credit.
I'll give him a
for
0.5.
just bringing this shit up. But he didn't do nothing that round. He didn't rap. He didn't talk. He didn't have any good punchlines. He didn't do a goddamn thing.
He didn't execute a crazy angle that he had
at all. He spent all this time setting it up. Like you set up that ball like it was gonna be dope as shit.
I said that. Like when I was watching the battle, I was like, bro, he set this scheme up for like 8 bars, and the setup was it's like okay, and then
bro,
and then just like doesn't hit.
Overall, between the different angles, he spent like 2.5 minutes setting this shit up overall.
I know.
You got to think at first, it's like, oh man, wait till you hear what I'm going to say. I'm going to post it on Twitter. By the way, when we get to this next part, it's going to be cray. So hold on. Hold your fucking horses. Nay, nay. They say that. And it's like, okay, when are we getting to the part where we
care? Murda Mook is a gay name.
It's a gay name. So, hey, guess what? I guess sexual harassment ain't such a great thing. Yo, use a dog. Great Dane. So, okay, here's one part. Here's one bar he had, I remember. He said, they said you the goat. They're right. You filthy animal.
Yeah.
Which is like, not the bar itself. Here's the thing. The bar itself, it's not the worst thing in the world.
Well, no,
if you're a sarcastic, if you're a sarcastic type of rapper, like a Pat Stay could have pulled that off on that angle, but you need to start with that. If you put that at like the beginning, kind of tongue in cheek,
yeah, because it doesn't sound like it fits with the angle you're using.
No, not at all. Not 3/4 of the way through the angle when you haven't landed one serious punch on it yet, and you're bringing up all these like serious situations, then to land that like joke towards the end when you haven't hit any bars. No. If you were gonna start the round with that and be like, yo, what I'm about to say, fucking, oh my god, it's gonna dismantle him. Oh, they say he's a goat. Oh, you're right, you filthy animal. And then like get into the shit. Like it's not the bar itself that's trash. It's the placement and the fact that Hitman's not like a witty, satirical type of like funny
he
personality
did be
rapper
easy.
Anyway.
And I remember when that battle first happened, I said it, and everyone said I was crazy. Like I was one of like very few people that thought Hitman won. And then eventually, all of a sudden, like a month or a couple weeks later, everyone's like, "Oh no, Hitman won that battle."
Right, because the tides turned on. So yeah, I hate that shit, bro.
Yeah, but I watched that battle, and I was like, "No, Hitman."
But won. Yeah, man,
people were
like
crashing out on me about it.
If you have these angles, but it was weird though because then Mook's defense of the whole thing. So I'd say Hitman, like you said, like pretty much like 0.5 out of 10. Third is absolutely terrible.
Right.
He didn't do a goddamn thing with these angles. But Mook's defense is kind of strange. He said, "My name's John, not Jonathan."
Well,
so your birth name?
Hold up. He has said that before, that on his birth certificate, his name is John, not Jonathan.
Okay, but the rest of the stuff,
and then someone
goes,
someone from the crowd goes, "What's your middle name?" And he goes, "Julius, John Julius Ingram."
Okay, but the rest of the stuff they were saying, whether the actual thing they're talking about.
Julius
okay,
Ingram.
hold on. Let me say this. So whether the actual thing they're talking about happened or not, the accusations from this person that they found the paperwork on, he's not saying that's not him.
Right.
In that other instance, when they're talking about Jonathan Ankrum. So now how come only in these other police reports when they're talking about when the cops are called, now it's just John? What are you talking about? Was it all you or were none of it you? Or why wouldn't you just say that's not me? That's a different person.
Right.
How is your defense? No, my name's John, not Jonathan. If you're bringing up stuff that isn't me and cases on someone else, I'd be like, that's not me. He got it wrong.
Well, he also did say, "I'm not even going to defend myself."
But it just sounds crazy. Then don't say anything. Just shake your head and be like, nah, it's a bunch of bullshit.
I agree.
Your setup?
I'm with you.
Yeah, if you look up Jonathan, it comes up because his name's John.
Right.
What are you talking about? Of course it's going to come up.
Right, but that's
saying
not
my
his
name's
legal
John,
name.
not Jonathan.
That's what I'm saying. Even though, but I'm sure, like...
I know, but that doesn't mean the court papers always get it right either.
Let's pull up his documents.
All right, fine. I thought you wanted to get through this, though.
Like, no, I do, but, like, and now I want to see under both names, because if Mook did this shit, if he got charged or convicted, because I remember when this shit first happened, like, it got debunked and figured out it wasn't real, but I don't really remember 100%.
Wikipedia. So. I put John immediately. Jonathan Ankrum is the first thing that comes up.
Well, I'm sure it's a common name. So John, his middle name's Julius.
Okay, John Ankrum, Elms College. Are these them? Hold on. Let's see.
He led the country in assists in fucking college.
Springfield, Chicopee, Mass. This must be a different person.
Yeah.
Murda Mook. So what do I type in? Jonathan Ankrum charges? Like,
type in Jonathan Julius Ankrum, Harlem, New York. And his charges should just come up.
What the fuck?
But put the H in Jonathan.
The H and there is.
Yeah, before the N. J-O-H-N.
Another H.
Okay. Yeah, J-O-H-N. He's not John.
See, and that automatically fixes it. Did you mean this instead?
Oh, well.
There's no H in his name.
All right.
So, Mr. I know everything. Don't know.
Shut the fuck up.
Medical malpractice judgment action declined. Ankrum making it on his own. After living with his great aunt, Ankrum was left with no choice when, none of this is him. For sure.
Oh, go up. There's NYPD, SINYPD. No, keep going. NYPD. Oh, it's Dennis Ankrum. Never mind.
Yeah, and it opened some PDF file instead.
So, yeah, there's really...
Hold on, let's go John. Let's put John.
Because, like, look, because, like, I don't think this girl ever pressed charges. There's just a text message from her to him saying, and she said, like, oh, he should be in jail for what he did. That doesn't prove anything. That's not fucking... So for him to spend so much time on that angle and not even execute it properly, man, he gets a 0.
Right. Look, I put news, nothing comes up. What the fuck? Oh, let's get rid of the Julius.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Try John instead of Jonathan, yeah.
I did. John Ankrum or Jonathan Ankrum from Harlem, New York, do not reveal any recent charges, search results, blah, 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 blah. John Ankrum from Harlem was a college basketball player from Elms College, according to that. So that's him?
Yep, that's him.
New York Post, summary judgment, medical malpractice, Department of Investigation press releases, Ankrum and a confidential informant. What the fuck?
What?
Records? I don't know. Hold on. Let's read some of this. What the fuck are we looking at?
What the fuck?
2000 Department of Investigation today announced felony arrest of John Garana as a travel agent. So it's just some random bullshit. Any Johns that got arrested. Court records. Oh my god, why is it so hard to fucking bruh. Just like, let's open this on you. News in Worcester, Massachusetts. 2 counts possession of felony marijuana, blah 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 blah. That's not it either.
No.
So let's go to Hitman's tweets. Where does he tweet the links to the shit? Or he says it in the battle.
He says it's just a text message.
No, I'm not talking about that instance.
The
police reports he's supposed to be talking about. Hold on. He says it in the battle, right? Does he say Justia, Lada, or hold on, I'm gonna play it right here. I got it right.
Either way, it would still come up right here.
It should. Yeah, it should. Hold on. So do you want to talk about Mook's third while I find this? Or?
Yeah, I didn't take notes, so I don't, I'm not really. But from what I remember, I feel like he started his third out a little slow and then really started cooking towards the end. And I think, I remember probably giving him like a 6 in that round. But once you start quoting bars, I'll be able to, because I didn't take notes.
Yeah, so he's talking about his rent's $950 a month.
Yeah, hold up. Okay, so that I have a question.
Yeah.
People in the chat who are from New York, because I know Fresh is. Can you even get a fucking apartment for $950 in New York?
I don't know.
You can't even get that in New Hampshire, and New York is way more expensive than New Hampshire. You can't even get a fucking roach-infested little 1-bedroom fucking nothing for $950.
I mean, he's talking about that shitty place that he lived in, I guess.
I know, but he was saying it was a fact. He said nothing I said was a lie. Like,
yeah. So I do have some stuff written down for Mook in the third.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah, bro, it's terrible. You need help with your rent this month? Go get it. And he throws into the crowd. It's fucking awful, bro. Oh my god. I do like the So he talked about Hitman.
Oh, I remember. I really liked Mook's closer in the third.
Mook's talking about him having an OnlyFans with his girl and shit.
Yeah.
And he said, "Oh, other people could watch you, hooking up with Cinnamon." Then he said,
"Hold up, people thought that was fire, but I can't do it."
No, apparently.
I dropped I dropped the link.
That's a fact.
Come on, son.
No, you know how it is. They move the goalposts depending. We're not even talking about weirdos. He said, "Oh, it's only a matter of time for money to see another dude spooning Cinnamon. That'd be hard to swallow or something." I kind of liked that.
I liked that a lot. I did like that.
Then he said, something from where you arrogant, but you're not from up where conceited or something. And he said, no, we concede the data. I just dissed you. Wait, conceded.
Bro, I liked that. And then, I liked the fucking conceded. I just dissed you and then ran it back. Like, I liked that one.
Right. Yeah, no, I like that too.
Because it's not just random. It's not only connected to fucking to Hitman and Wildin' Out, but it was just fucking fire the way.
And he's a conceited ass motherfucker too. So
right.
Conceited data, just slow it down, just dissed you. Because he was saying, oh, if you Like he's so arrogant. You ask someone like, oh, they say the sky blue. He'd be like, no, the sky is blue or something. And it's like, no,
it's sky blue.
You could slow it down. I just dissed you. He's like, no, till this sky's blue or something. I was like, man, the end could have been better, but I like the setup and all that.
No, because he said like something. Your man's is 5'2", and then like in the when he brought it back, he's like, nah. I said he could like the sky. He could get 5. He could get 5'2" and see the sky is blue or some shit like that.
Right. No, I liked when he said, oh, the sky's blue. No, it's sky blue. I was like, no, that's fire.
That was fire.
The Corin will be saying, this guy's blue. Like, I was like, oh, I'm saying that line. It's like, okay. But
yeah, but it fit though. Like, how else would he have,
No, I know. I'm just saying, we've heard better. So I liked it all of a sudden. I'm just saying that.
But for the I just dissed you. Like, what else could he have changed it to? From its sky blue.
I don't know. You could have thought of a better scheme. Is my point. If the ending isn't that crazy, then you could.
Fair. All right, fair. But I liked it. I liked it a lot.
Yeah, it was all right. I liked it. Then he talks about the dentist. He said because when it comes to drilling, they numb to the feeling. I liked that. I liked that a lot. Yeah. I forget the wording of it, but basically he was saying something where he said all is well, like a well of water, all is well. I kind of like that. He said I build trap houses from the ground up, from the cellars to the attic.
The attic, that was
cellars to the attics is crazy,
bro. That was insane. I ran that back too. I was
build
like,
trap houses from the ground up, from the cellars to the attics. That was fast. So he was like doing what Hitman does. He was more like rapping in pockets, but he was doing it a lot better than Hitman does.
That was fucking fire.
And then he hit that he don't even know his own passcode because he's talking about you have fake blood and shit. He said he don't even know his own passcode.
Yeah, P1B2.
Yeah, that was fire.
That was fire.
P1B2. That was cool. He had more not any like specific lines that like jumped out to me in that last like little section of the third, but like you said, the closer and shit, it was cool. I think
I like what do you say about he's like he's like, is it your fault, is it my, or are you mad at you mad at me, but you'll be, and then he's like, you mad at Mook, or after this you'll be mad at Houston. Like,
no, I said, who's the problem? You the problem. He's like, oh, you got a problem. Is Houston the problem? Or you got a problem? He's like, who's the problem? This person? Who's the problem? That
right. Is Mook the problem?
It's like, oh,
battle, it'll be Houston the problem. Like
who is there? Who you got a problem? Houston? Like, you know what I mean? Like, Houston, we got a problem. Like, that was kind of
the whole thing leading up to that was fire. I liked that a lot. Mook knows about round structure. He knows how to open and close around.
Right. A lot of Hitman shit just felt like all over the place, for real.
Yeah.
For how he started, and I knew from how he started the first, I said Hitman's known to have good like first. So I said, if this is his first, I had a feeling the rest of his rounds were gonna go downhill after that. So, definitely a 30. Was Mook's third as good as his other rounds? Like,
I think it was
better than his second. Maybe.
Yeah, but I think it wasn't quite as good as the first. So I gave it like a 7 because it wasn't far off from the first. But
I'd say it's like a 6 for real. I can't call that a 7 either. I feel like there was more. Could have been more like haymakers or like points to Hitman. There was parts where it just felt like he was just doing the Mook thing, like he was doing cool wordplay and shit. Like, oh, when it comes to the drilling, they numb to the feeling. It's like
he did everything.
It could be said to everyone,
bro. He did everything.
No, that's true. But I'm saying as just for the round itself, for your third round to be the most like generic, I think he should have switched that with the first, to be real.
I think he should have switched it with the second.
or the second. Yeah,
because the first needed to be the first.
Yeah, I guess.
Especially with the impression.
But if it's just gonna be more like rap type of shit for the third, like I just don't think that's great round placement. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That should have been the second for sure.
Yeah. No, I agree.
Trap houses from the ground up from the cellars to the attics, like a dentist, because when it comes to drilling, they become numb to the feeling. Like that, all that shit's fire, but it could be said to anyone. So if that's where you're gonna go the route of just rapping better than Hitman, like that's great for like a second round.
Exactly.
Not a third round. You know what I mean? So
I agree.
But overall, I still don't see an argument for, and shout out to someone in here too, they said 2-1 Mook first watch debatable, but I don't see what round you could even debate that Hitman won.
Not even a debate.
That's what I'm saying. Not even like, arguable. Like I literally, I play devil's advocate all the time. I can't even put myself in a space where I could play devil's advocate to even say there's a round that's even debatable.
No. And this isn't even a Mook that's fucking.
Yeah, this ain't even like the best Mook we ever seen. Like,
right.
I don't even think this is top 3 Mooks.
I don't know. I could argue that it might be top 3, number 3, but it's definitely like a top 5 Mook to me.
Is it better than the Tay-Rock move?
No, of course not.
Is it better than
Averb?
The Averb? I was gonna say that, but
I think
I think it might be better than the Averb
so.
for real. I think he rapped way too long in that battle for real.
Yeah, and then Big K, I honestly I'd have to rewatch that, and I haven't watched Mook versus Arsenal yet, so
yeah, I haven't seen that one either.
It's
but
on
Mook versus
YouTube.
Twerk, I haven't seen that whole battle either, so I don't know. Yeah,
but to me, maybe not top 3, but definitely top 5.
Yeah, I could see that, but I'm thinking of like old Mook battles too.
I know, me too. That's why I said top 5, because I'm thinking, I watched.
Okay, hold on. He's saying it right now. He said WW. It's always weird to me when people are like talking in battles, right? And like, so right now, pull out your phone and go to www. Like, it's like, what the fuck?
I know.
But he said just trailers.com. I'm trying to hold on. Oh, there's no, you can't like close caption this. That sucks. I'm trying to hear what he says.
Yeah, I agree, John, and I wanted Averb to win that in that time. Like, I wanted to see Averb win that battle just because. He did, though.
Averb absolutely won that battle.
It's in the moment I gave it to him, but the more I watched it, the closer it got, and it has nothing to do with Mook's third, his fucking crazy long third, but the more I watched it, the more I realized, like, yeah, Verb was spazzing, but
I just don't think Mook. No, but I don't think Mook angled him as good, and I think he just rapped too long, and some of it, that's when he did the whiskey business shit. Right. Some of that stuff that was like, okay.
And when
I do like when Verb said, I know people like, oh, I went noodles. That's a college student. They were hating. I'm like, bro, it's the same people that will say it's not just lyrics, it's about how you say it and how you put it together. Then when they're trying to prove a point, they'll say, he said this bar, and just without any context or how they said or how to set it up, they'll just say that bar as if it's bad. And it's like,
right.
No, but it's all of it together. He's talking about embalming fluid. It's like,
right.
And you're like, oh, you drink the water, you like your water distilled. We go walk in the gym and hit it like this still. Like,
Yes, that was fucking
that shit
fire.
hit to me. I don't know.
Yo,
like,
I love that shit.
He's like, you're not one of us. Who you have on your podcast? Not one of us. Like,
and see,
all of
that's
that is more memorable to me to this day than any bar. Mook said the only quotable I could think of is whiskey business, and that's the hold up rapping for 35 minutes.
That's the perfect example. The not one of us is a perfect example of it's not what you say, it's how you say it.
Facts. So, and that sometimes rapping for 35 fucking minutes, just because you rap longer doesn't mean you won. Did he have some crazy like schemes? Absolutely. Y'all know I love schemes. Relevant to your opponent, and some of it were great. But then he's talking about, no, we ain't, that's something we don't jack. I'm a serial killer. Like, all right, Mooks, stop. And now you're just scheming just to scheme. Talking about whiskey business. I'm a serial killer and shit. Like, stop it. You know, like, I don't know. I just think Aver, and I gotta be real, even though like Lux as a rapper, I think is way better than Verb. And even Mook. I think Mook's better than Verb too. And in a different scenario, no crowd, just them rapping in a different instance. I would think those battles wouldn't even be close, to be real. If I was a betting man, I would have bet everything on Mook and Lux beating Verb. Yeah. But I just watched those battles again recently, and I gotta say, y'all are bugging. Y'all are bugging the fuck out. Okay, if you're saying Mook won, give me one bar from Mook from that battle. If he won, he won that battle, right? Name me one bar, Mook said, aside from whiskey.
I said I had Averb winning, but the more I watched it, the more I realized that both of them were mediocre.
No, 100%.
It's just Averb was delivering much better, and his energy was fucking on 10.
100%. And no one can quote me a bar from Mook. Every time they're like, nah, Mook beat Averb. I'm like, okay, what did he say? Loso voice. What has he ever said? What did he even say? And they can't, bro. They can't ever tell me. They'll be like, but he had schemes. I'm like, yeah, name one of them. Like, but he rapped for 30 minutes. I'm like, okay, then you should be able to. I don't even know the sternum bar. I can't even think of which one it is. But that's the downside of rapping for 30 minutes is there's so much.
He had the made a mistake bar.
Made a mistake. But Pat Stay already had that.
Well, you said name a bar.
All right, and now I'm just saying why it's doesn't hold up to the quotables.
But you said, can anyone name me a bar besides whiskey business? And I gave you one.
Okay, and I just told you it's a 10-4.
All right, well, I was still able to quote another bar.
Okay, my point is, no, I didn't say just like say it as if you can quote a bar, then he automatically won the battle because you're able to quote one.
No, I didn't say you said that. I'm just saying,
give me a bar.
More specific about,
so we can now put it under the microscope and say, is this as good as these lines? And the only one you can.
I didn't say it was good. All I said was I can quote it.
All right, and I could quote it too from a different battle.
Bro, how many bars can we quote from A-Fan that are not good? Over up. Yeah,
it's definitely the ratio is over up.
What's the crowd doing? They elevate.
Averb's first round.
Your teeth be on the motherfucking floor. A-Fan got quotables. A-Fan got quotables. Just for the wrong reasons.
I don't even think that's like Averb's best shit for real. Like old Averb was fire, and then he went on like a long streak where he's not good at all. Like Pat Stay. Absolutely bodied Averb.
He went on like a fucking run where he was just going to a bunch of different leagues, just catching checks.
Averb.
Averb, yeah.
I didn't say he was like a goat or anything. I'm just saying, and I would, like I said, going into him, I would have bet money that he would have lost against Mook and Lux, especially at that time.
Right.
But just, I gotta be real. Like watching it And I was rooting for Lux. I was rooting for Lux in that
Oh,
battle.
me too. I never root against Lux unless he battles Ilmac.
You know, and I'm not saying like the Verb versus Twerk when he said he's like gold skin Oki now you low key blah blah, like that shit is trash to me. I don't like that A Verb at all. But like A Verb versus DNA bodied him. Yeah. Bodied A Verb bodied DNA.
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck what anyone says, bro.
All right, we can stop talking about A Verb.
No, we can. But
we can end this, or I can.
Well, I'm trying to find the.
We're not gonna find anything.
Well, then the Hitman should be criticized for that.
I'm telling you, this was debunked, bro. Like when it first came out, I'm telling you.
Well, then why does he say go to www.
There's a reason he didn't say where you can find the fucking information. Because there isn't. All there is a text from this crazy bitch. Whether it's true or not, whether what she's saying is true or not, she did not go report it. But the other stuff about the family is clearly a lie, because when you type in his name, that shit would absolutely come up. No question.
Yeah, no, I feel you. But I just want to go to the website he says to go to.
All right, go to it.
Hold on, I'm saying it right now. This right here.
If none of this is true, Hitman should be fucking crucified. Because those are some crazy allegations to put on someone.
Yeah, what the fuck? It's the accent he says it in too. I can't understand what he's saying.
He doesn't want you to.
He said www got Desia law, like Desia, I can't understand what he's saying. You filthy animal. Yeah, it's talking about
bro. When you typed in his
harassment,
you couldn't even find anything about him getting arrested that night.
I know. Yeah, I guess we tried. Hitman. You failed. This is why you're supposed to like put the shit out there before the battle if you're gonna do an angle like that.
Have someone drop it in the chat on the fucking pay-per-view, like I did.
Hold on, I'm gonna go to Hitman Holla's Twitter.
Yeah.
See what he posted mid battle.
Yeah, because he should post the paperwork.
Yeah,
after the battle.
Hitman Holla ball game. And Del, oh, that's from 2020. What the fuck? 2018 posts. I don't want to log in. Just let me fucking. Okay. His last thing was from 2020. It shows me. Do I have to sign on, like log in to see more? The fuck, bro? Hitman Holla.
You know what? I'll be able to find this shit, so we can update the people.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll be able to find this shit. I have access to finding shit like this.
So just like, just fucking end it. Just end it.
No, I'm being serious. But yeah, well, like I'll find this shit, because if it's there, we'll find it.
All right.
But
yeah. So I don't know. To me, not a classic. Hitman was meh. Not Mook's best, but it was entertaining for where battle rap's at right now. It was entertaining. But
I was hyped for Mook's but I will say, still for me, the highlight of the whole event, since I didn't watch the Mook and Hitman battle last night, was official piecing up coffee. And then
so I actually didn't watch that yet. Do you have the clip?
Yeah, I'll send you the clip. Oh, you want to play it right now?
Yeah, I want to watch it.
Do you have Twitter?
No.
Oh, then you won't be able to.
You can't just send me the video on Instagram or something. I could pull it up, or you could pull it up.
I can't.
All right, well, just send it to me. I hate fucking Twitter, dog. That's why I like.
Me too. I don't even use it, but that's somebody posted it in the Discord, and that's why I took it.
That's where I took it.
Let me see. Hold on. I don't remember where I fucking saved it.
That's what Mook said.
Oh, here we go. And then, but not only that, Arsenal's first round versus Jazz was fucking.
Okay, yeah, Dank uploaded it. That's what I thought. Someone said that.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
There you go.
There you
go. Backup. And still, it's still her backup account. Come on, dog. Shorts. Okay. It's vertical. Bruh. Come on. Turn it horizontally. Sorry, I'm gonna take this footage and use my screen flipper to flip it the right way and re-upload it. Because why the fuck is it this way?
Hold up, I'll just send it to you.
Yeah, because I don't want to watch it vertically. I want to watch it the right way. You know what I'm saying?
I do know what you're saying.
I'm trying to watch that. All
right, I just sent it to you.
Nah, it's wordplay. Like, we back up. Well, technically, those subscribers went back down to 247. How long does it take to send out? Did ya?
I sent it.
You did? Okay, it didn't. Okay, there we go. My bad. You gotta tell me it's sent.
I did.
Oh.
Run the fucking tape back, bitch.
Run the tape. Run the jewels of your LP. What the? So I hit full screen. It's still a tiny little video. Can I zoom in here? Okay. There we go. Here we go. Oh, no, now it's just getting smaller. Now it's just getting smaller. Okay.
Yeah, it's not very big.
It's not very big, he says. That's what she said. That's what she said.
No, the fucking video.
The vidya. The vidya. No, I don't want to log in or sign. Hold on. Can I picture in picture? No, it's not going to do it. Oh my god. See, it just makes it like smaller. What the fuck? That's not doing nothing.
That's all I got, dog.
I know. I'm trying to. Here we go. It's better like that, I think.
Yeah, you'll be able to see it.
All right.
The dude she fell on. The dude she fell on got crushed.
Let me up there. Let me up there. So
hold up. Real quick.
That first punch, she didn't even cock back. She had the water bottle still in her hand. I know. And she just kind of like moved her hand towards her with the water bottle. So the first punch didn't even like do anything.
The second one is what did.
She dropped the water bottle.
That's what I'm saying.
And she didn't even like have her fist fully formed yet before she like put it in her face. And then she
the second one is what was dropping her. I said that last night.
Yeah. But also,
and then she sent two more on the way down. Now listen, I'll give Coffee that she was still trying to fight after, and then official got kicked out, obviously, and then like 10 minutes after that, when Rex versus Av came up to battle, Coffee was right behind Rex, smoking a blunt, having a drink.
Yeah,
she wanted to fight.
She didn't. The way people are talking about, I thought she like rocked her shit and dropped it like that.
Well, she dropped her. She did.
She's a fucking 220-pound linebacker who just rushed you. Even if
you didn't. It's funny. You didn't see.
She didn't even throw a punch. She could have just ran at her and knocked her over with the pure weight.
No, I know. And what's funny is in the battle, official had the nerve to say to Coffee that You look like a retired football player.
That's fucking insane. Bro, official has the most linebacker build I've ever seen in my entire life.
I know.
How is one bitch?
Nah, she's like an offensive lineman.
Yeah, you build like an offensive lineman, telling a bitch it's like $140 max. She looks like a football player. What are you talking about?
Yeah, you look like a retired football player.
Hold on, can I slow this down? Playback speed. Yeah, I want this slower because for real. And look at these fucking pins. Oh my god, bro. For real, I'm not saying like she didn't connect. I'm not saying she didn't connect with any of the blows, but I'm just saying she didn't like land so clean with just a fist that's what put her down. It was her forward momentum and her 230 pounds of force coming.
That's fine, but she still dropped her.
Yeah, of course she dropped her. My contention isn't that she didn't drop her. It's that she didn't even need to throw a fist to drop her. All she needed to do was move at her like she was, and she would have knocked her over.
Yeah.
As we can see with the dude behind her that she falls on.
And I think in a straight up one-on-one, I think Coffee would fuck official up.
Yeah, I don't think she's got good movement, good feet work. I'm saying she's probably got a good like power behind her punch if she set one up. But the stance she's in, she didn't like. Those weren't even like great. That wasn't great form on official.
I don't care. It was. I'm just saying, it was still entertaining to see.
No, get off me, bro. Get off me, bro.
Right.
Get off me.
I'm not trying to defend Coffee. I'm just saying, like, I didn't see it. So when I heard people talking about it,
oh no, I don't care.
She brought it up, and then official like just fucking like KO'd her pretty much at the
I don't care about that. I'm not the reason why I don't care about it. Just like I just thought it was funny that
it is funny. Okay, yeah, she caught her with the second one for sure.
Yeah. That second one dropped her.
Yeah, no, for sure. But like you would think you'd be ready for that though too. If I'm bringing up someone's dead, like I'm gonna be ready for the punch. Like
official brought up, I agree with you, but official brought up before that because she said you said your baby daddy was dead, but really you left him because he was fucking trannies.
Is that true?
I don't know, but if it is, that means he's not dead. So it's not the same thing. But again, I don't care either way.
Yeah, I don't give a fuck.
But
I think I don't know, man. I think people change the rules sometimes in battles where it's like sometimes people hit people like Math, right? Anytime Math hits someone, everyone said it's wrong, he's fucking up the sport, he shouldn't have done that, he crossed the line. Other instances, people throw a punch and they're like, no, they like cheer it on that people get put. So I'm like, I don't know. I feel like people just change the rules depending.
Of course. That's how it always is.
I don't know. And someone's like, how far into the battle was that, though, that happened?
It was the beginning of the third, I believe.
Okay, so like some of it, a repeat offender. No, I feel you. But I'm saying they said that the first time.
Beginning of Coffee's third.
So most of the battle had happened, right? Okay. It is what it is. Like I'm not mad.
Yeah,
I'm glad they didn't.
Official was already winning 2-0 clear.
I'm glad they didn't like shut the whole venue down for that.
That's what I said in the Discord. I said I ain't mad at it as long as the event continues.
Right. But I mean, I don't, like you said, if she was like chilling up there after, like I think she kind of she caught her, she knocked her over with I think like the punch caught her and got her off balance, and then I think like her moving forward at her still is kind of what like pushed her over on the ground, if that makes sense. You know
of course. Yeah.
I think if she just landed that second one and like wasn't still moving forward, I think she would have been rocked, her hat flew off, but I don't know if she would have like went over. She might have been able to get back on her legs, even if they were wobbly. She's on Queer Street, and she might have been able to throw back. I mean, I don't care about either one of them. I don't want to see like a boxing match. If I don't care.
No, I don't give a fuck.
And I don't give a fuck about what he said, she said, she brought up her. Like I really don't give a fuck at all.
That's what I'm saying. The punches were just entertaining. That's all.
But I do feel like if you're gonna be in battle rap, like I'm not saying I would do it. I do think there's certain people that bring up shit like, you know, like my dead dad got dissed in a battle, and it's like I don't think the person would have the balls to say it to me face to face. So you know, I think
officials been in there a long time, bro. She should have tough enough skin to.
That's another thing.
But here's the other thing:
if you're a professional,
her mom died only like a month ago.
Oh, really? See, I have no idea.
Yeah,
my mom. Here's the thing. Even like this and my dead dad, it's like, all right, like I might punch you in the face. No, I'm definitely gonna punch you in the face, but I don't know if I'm gonna do it during the battle. I might do it after, like outside. So, and mainly because I don't want it to get broken up. But my mom, if my mom just passed and you like, I'm probably not gonna be able to control myself. Like I'm probably gonna hit you right then and there. And I'm not. It's not like a tough thing. I'm not saying, you know, and I applaud people that can control their emotions. And I'm saying I maybe would be able to in any other instance, but dissing a dead mom is just like that, and dead kids, like dead moms and dead kids. It's like one thing. I don't blame.
If somebody dissed my dead dad in a battle in person, they're getting fucked up.
And to me, that's
right in the battle. I don't
even care. Your partner. I don't care if it was your husband or your wife. I don't care if you were together for 20 years and they die. It's not the same.
No,
it's not the same. I'm not saying it's like cool to do that. I'm just saying mothers and kids is like.
That's what I'm saying, John. Like I say crazy shit in battles and in my virtual battles, but I've said way crazier shit in person.
Right. 100%. That's a fact. If you wouldn't say it outside of a battle, you shouldn't say it in a battle. 100%. That's a good rule.
Well, if you wouldn't say it outside in an outside battle,
yeah,
say it virtually.
No, 100%. That's just in general. If you wouldn't say it in regular life, period, like to someone's face outside of a battle, you shouldn't say it in any battle.
Yeah,
in person or in virtual or anything. You know.
Yeah.
So I think that's a good
way to
keep off on. Yeah.
Yeah.
Y'all know what it is.
You know what it is.
Fuck, this sucks.
This is Coffee's baby daddy when he found out. Telling people he was dead because he likes trans.
Fuck, this sucks.
Oh my God!
What? Still gonna hear me when I die. Still.
Pablo kill him if clout chasing. Matter of fact, Pablo had great
porno nips. My bad. I mean hippo lip.
Is he all right for real? Is he
all right for real?
Are you all right for real? So.
Yeah.
Is it over?
It's over.
I'm not a smart man, but I
know what it is.
Is that when you learn what I'm doing?
Yo.
Man, this shit sucks.
What's sad, social? What's so sad?
I'm a straight up contaminant.
What? Yeah, I'm a social assassin. What? Yeah, I'm a social assassin. The fact that y'all hate me with a passion, I'm laughing. I'm loading up the strap with a bad bitch, I'm active, I'm asking. Do y'all want the stamp on the package? I'm trapping, I'm macking the ass with it, yeah.
Yeah, I'm a social assassin, no procrastination. Yeah, I'm a social assassin, get assassinated. Yeah, I'm a social assassin, I'm glad they hate me. Yeah, I'm a social assassin.
Mama, I made with it. Tell yo mama we blazed them, we just hopped out and faced, man. That's a whole lot of caping going on for y'all, ain't going on and on. Should be agua, dog, stop me if I'm wrong. What did you think was going on? This whole shit unlisted, unscripted, and I'm still trying to find the logic in it, done with it. Bruh, fuck apologizing, I'm sorry, I'm done with it. Uplifted, cinema, fuck whatever come with it.
Yo, check this out. Watch. I can watch the gun.
I was watching.
Watch the gun go from side to side.
I was watching.
Kablow! It goes click, click, blah!
Oh,
Click, click, blah! All right. Like and subscribe. Hit the like and subscribe button.
salute to everyone in the chat, yo. Appreciate y'all.
Yeah.
B702, Bruce, John, everybody that was in there.
This has been a social assassination featuring Nitpickasso.
It was actually more like Picasso takes over the fucking show and doesn't let me say anything.
Oh, stop it. Yeah, the floor. What do you want to say?
I'm just disappointed, that's all.
Shut the fuck up.
I scheduled this live and Pablo's like, oh, I'll pull up. And I was like, all right, word. And
You said you didn't have notes, and you said, I'll just go off of what you have written down. So I was trying to just say the shit, and then, you know, when you had a point to say while we were on, I let you go. What are you talking about?
Yeah, but it was a little overbearing. So my point is, I understand how you feel during unscripted logic.
Oh, okay. Good. Someone call the ambulance.
But I ain't gonna stop, so.
Never stop, never stop, never stopping.
Never stop, never stopping.
Hey!
Speaking of that, we're stopping.
Yes, we're out of here. Ha 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 ha. Those two. All right, hit the like button on our way out.
Yeah.
And is it over?
It's been over.
Is it over? Is it over?
All right,
Yeah.
Pieces.
Peace.